Hey guys, welcome to a new review. This is a 1/18 scale resin model by GP Replicas, one of their new releases. It is a beautiful red Ferrari, and I actually chose the Gerhard Berger version, number 28, because he won 2 races in 1987, the Japanese and Australian Grand Prix, the 2 final races. I am more of a fan of Michele Alboreto, and I have the number 27 Ferraris, the Gilles Villeneuve, Alboreto and Alesi Ferraris, but I thought it made more sense to purchase the Berger version for 87 because Alboreto didn't win any races, so I think it was a good decision to buy Berger. The model is a new release for many champs, so there are improvements from GP Replicas, such as the carbon weave effect is more black. In earlier releases from GP Replicas, it was a grey colour. Now it's more black, which is better. And the carbon weave effect doesn't seem to be so strong. It's not as wild. It's more discreet and a smaller weave pattern. So that's an improvement from GP Replicas. As far as proportions go, I'm going to be very honest. I'm not an expert of this model. I don't have any other models to compare it to. But things don't look crazy, things don't look wild, things don't look bad, so I'm going to assume in the best faith from GP Replicas that they have perhaps done a good job with accuracies and proportions. You can see the cool carbon weave effect on the end plates as well and the whole of the rear wing, which is really nice. The red paint is amazing in the natural garden light. The actual front visor on the right side had fallen off, so I used the Gorilla Glue to re-glue the visor on the right side, and it's refixed back. So a typical problem with resin models by GP Replicas, where things tend to fall off. I've also noticed that an aerial has fallen off, perhaps in transit. I'm not too sure. I noticed it when I was fitting the Marlboro decals here, that there should be an aerial. So perhaps that's fallen off where I've lifted up the model. It's a typical GP Replicas model. You have the cutouts for the front and rear wings, amazing paint finish, amazing detail, but they tend to be inaccurate, well, inconsistent with their accuracies, to put it better. So there are positives and negatives with all model car brands, and it's a typical GP Replicas model where it has strengths and weaknesses. I do think that definitely detail is better on GP Replicas models rather than Techno model, and the paint is better on GP Replicas. You just see it, they just feel more detailed and a better paint finish compared to Techno model. So Techno model have some way to come in terms of detail and paint finish, I think. There is still no valve inside the wheel. However, you do have this nice shoulder on the sidewall of the tyre. And all the typical photo etch parts that you expect that GP Replicas does do a good job with. Let me know your thoughts about this model. In my opinion, GP Replicas are getting better. They do have nice paint finishes with their models. They do have good detail, good carbon fibre, weave effect is getting better, and nice photo etch parts. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this model. I do think that it's a good Ferrari. GP Replicas can be hit or miss with their Ferraris, with their models, but this one, to my knowledge, doesn't appear to have many discrepancies or problems. Thanks for watching this video.